Hello there, beloved Ascension pioneers. Welcome to nature again with me, Polona. I'm sitting here in a meadow alone. I hope if someone walks by, let them. Yeah, there's full of puffiness again in the air with the fluffy thingies. The sky is sunny plus clouded. Thunder. We get a bit of mix of everything. And the bees are everywhere. I hope you get to see something. Although I think I'm mostly covering most of the camera. Well, today I would really like to mention, because the day before I made a video about source love and how it flows through us first, and I want to expand this on talking about intimacy, being intimate in our relationship, because oh gosh, what a beautiful white puffy one, like a huge one just flew here. Yeah, you know how it is when I record in nature. I get distracted by many things, and a bumblebee here, and it's just amazing. I wanted to say that true intimacy is something that we're really being called to right now, because we build relationships many times, especially now with so many online portfolios and platforms and tools and everything whatnot accessible to us. And I experienced this in my own life, because there's so many people who are trying to stay connected with me. And you know what happened to me yesterday? I incidentally pressed this button on my keyboard on my laptop, and I discovered that in Facebook inbox there's also the other section, emails from people you don't know, that they're not on your friend list, or they're just your followers, your subscribers. And I was in shock because I didn't believe that, oh gosh, I had so many emails. Yeah, you see, this is how I was in shock. There were so many emails flooding me, and if you're one of those who've been writing to me there, I'm sorry. I did not know I have this function. I really cannot get to all these messages because I have already so many of my own things to do, and I just can't. I love you all. I'm sending you so much love. And, I rather stay devoted to the true intimacy that I bring with these messages from my videos and writings than to just, send a quick reply, like much love. I really think that the superficial is done with, it doesn't serve us anymore. But what is true intimacy? I've been talking about this with my friend yesterday. It's important then to understand that true intimacy can be reached between souls who are in the same soul awareness, because that's how they can merge together. So it's really wonderful to notice now that there's so many soul groups and people from extended soul families coming together, and they have this purpose. And there's no coincidence, why in my own life I'm not just guided to share this way, like share with the entire, within oneness that we are, and do what I do with Ascension pioneers, but also create intimate gatherings with people who want to meet, who want to meet with like-minded people who want to share. And when the timing is right, I will step out of my comfort zone, and when all the pieces of the puzzle align perfectly, I will start doing that more, because I think this is a huge part of my purpose, and the mountains, and taking you there and feeling the intimacy with this connection, not just through photos and these videos. But I feel intimacy is something that so many people are now addressing. I've seen a few astrology videos as well, and people saying, time to move on the next level of intimacy. And what that truly is it starts within. Okay, here it goes. There's a lot of people who are still looking for that affirmation, confirmation, connection with people. And that's why now that this stuff is available online, and even I notice on my own journey, having so many people around me who are watching me, and when you expand your energy outwards, that's what you get. So be careful what you wish for. And the thing is that so many people are still trying to be understood, and they want to connect to someone on a deeper level, but they still didn't find that within them, and it doesn't happen externally, my beautiful souls. Before you truly know yourself, and before you truly can shine your life and be comfortable in your own space and in your solitude, which absolutely I adore. For me in my life, it's vice versa. I can get enough alone time now. Things used to be so simple in my life before I started Ascension Pioneers. I didn't have all the people and emails and web pages and everything. It was just so beautiful. It was just me and my spirit guidance and connection, my own intimacy that I established. I didn't even establish it. I was always this way. But all my life, I have to share this, I've been searching for this deeper intimacy, also for someone to connect to physically, because we are physical beings, and we did come to create on a physical plane of existence as well. We can't just say, oh, we're spirit beings and that's all. We can stay telepathic. So Yesterday my friend on Skype said, yeah, we're moving to being telepathic anyway. And I said to them, yes, but we cannot really develop telepathy before we truly know how to master communication on this level. Every cycle needs to be completed and mastered first before you move to the next grade, to the next level. It's like when I gave last time to you guys this example of wanting to fly, but you're still binding yourself to so much density in this life with all the dense things that you're associating with and pursuing. Like eating dense food and smoking and drinking and gossiping and talking behind people's backs, which is, still happening in this world of duality. You cannot have a liftoff without this. Or, you cannot say, I wish to experience the divine reunion before you experience it within. So true intimacy starts with you. My mom said this beautiful thing to me yesterday. She came home all radiant, the beautiful being that she is, so opening in this ascension journey. And a lot of it, of course, has to do with me because she was on my path. She took all the wisdom and shared it with her as divine companions. And she said to me, I just feel so good. I feel absolutely amazing in my presence. I'm just nurturing myself and taking care of myself and my body, and I feel absolutely divine. I was just so happy to hear that because she's discovering her own intimacy. Even romance, people say romance, they want to experience more romance in relationships, and everybody sometimes so desires for this romance. But true romance I would like to replace on a higher level with the word intimacy. Because we all like to communicate with people, but sometimes I see this connection is too shallow, it's too on the surface. And true intimacy, it's when you can be fully naked with someone. My friend had a dream of looking each other, on the soul level, and just seeing beyond the faces and the wrinkles and everything that was transpiring at that moment. And this is what intimacy is, seeing deeply in the soul. Two souls or more, soul groups recognizing each other and one another and sharing and remembering the purpose why they came here. Also, one of my deepest friends said to me this week that she was talking with one of her meditation teachers, they used to be her meditation teacher, and they said to her, there's these children here on earth now that are in their 20s and 30s who are really encoded. They came here encoded and they know everything, and they're just starting to remember their purpose, and they're packed with the earth, and they're starting to step in their roles. I'm sure you know some. And she said to him, yeah, I know one person like that. And of course she meant me. Thank you for recognizing me as such. But I feel this is happening now. It's starting, we all had, I just shared this with my friend yesterday, so many people we got known in our lives, but usually in my life they just came and go. They come and they go, they exchange something, they walk away, you walk away, because it's still not someone who you're in synergy with, because synergy happens on a soul level, people. It doesn't happen on the personality level. Sometimes we have these attributes that, we wish to experience with people, but they are coming from our personality. But the soul reunion, the soul connection is something much deeper. It's what is connected with true intimacy. And if you're still one of those who says, oh, like people when they send me messages, they write, oh, Polona, I know you're someone who would understand this because I see you how you are, please, I'm sharing this story with you. And it's all nice and fine, but people, you have to start understanding yourself. You need to build this intimate relationship with yourself before you want to move to the next level with people in your life. And if you don't want to just experience superficial relationships and, just scratching the surface, if you want to go deeper, you have to go deeper within you. And you need to start forming this beautiful partnership with yourself as to how you treat yourself and everything and everyone in your reality, always with that respect and integrity and the deep honoring. And for me, intimacy, what it means is to share on a personal level. Of course we are all one, but I always say to you guys that we're also individualized and unique, and before you explore that uniqueness, you cannot have true intimacy with another, because you don't just get lost in oneness. You can experience oneness, you don't get lost in it, you can experience it through your individual core essence. And without that, there's no intimacy, you see? It's just you not knowing yourself, and you're trying to find yourself. And I knew people in my life who were searching for themselves so much. Even in my latest relationship that I had, and you guys know about it, it was just so much searching on the other side. And I was in my knowing space, and then from that side there was just constant searching, and it was never good. This way, no. Was it this way? Oh no. There's just searching. But we don't discover ourselves, we create ourselves. And this is where intimate relationships with ourselves and others truly begin. For example, if you're talking to someone in person or internet or whatever, and you can just share on a global level, when you and that person can only exchange on a level of what is happening globally, just generally speaking, and basically that's describing what you see through your external reality, instead of never sharing your internal reality and your feelings, and just staying in that presence with someone, then you cannot build true intimacy. There's people I know who just never go beyond that general level. They never go into the personal. You ask them, so what about you? What are you creating? What are you experiencing? And they just don't share anything, because I see a lot of people close up to that part. They want to experience an intimacy maybe, but they can't. They think they are, but intimacy has so many levels, and the more that you open up to your inner intimacy, the more you will notice how much intimacy there is truly. And it's okay for us to want these relationships. And we can replace the word romantic relationships with intimate relationships. It's not just sacred partnerships such as woman and man, in a sexual related state, but it's also true soul friendships and bonds and groups, like I said, of people doing similar activities to increase the service on this planet and the amount of divine love coming through. Yeah, the sky is getting all dark now. It's beautiful. The contrast. It's the contrast of this world. You see, we are one, but we're also unique, and in that uniqueness we start really experiencing that individual essence, and then we feel oneness. We can share the space of oneness with others too, and then we can see what resonates with us and what doesn't, and that's nothing wrong with that, because we are souls who are each on our own level of awareness. So some people we will really melt quickly with, and some we won't. So some people we can really feel that intimacy with, and some don't, because there's a lot of people who will never let us in, or maybe you are one of the people who's not letting others in. And sometimes we just can't let them in, because like I said, not everyone is pure. That will, sometimes in my life in the past I used to be very naive. I thought that because I'm so pure and always sharing from my heart and sharing everything from my life and experiences so selflessly, that they are the same. Boy, I've learned, I've learned my lessons. I've learned the hard way. And I've seen that it's not this way. People will also be jealous. They will talk behind your back. They will share different things. They won't always be within oneness and purity and within that truth of one. And it's okay, because I learn also to be discerning. And intimacy does not exclude this level. So, strong winds are beginning. I hope I don't get carried away with the storm. But I'm always protected anyway. There's great miracles happening in nature. And one more thing I want to add. When true intimacy starts, and when you can truly reveal yourself beyond just the words, but really on a soul level, feel another person, feel another being, and recognize them, two souls identifying with each other, who they are. Like, oh, he's starting to remember. And when that divine remembrance comes through, that's when intimacy starts, and on a new level. And every time you raise your awareness, it's on a new level as well. And you start opening up, and new things start happening, and that's really always connected to your inner magic that you can experience in this journey. So my beloveds, I will go, because I don't know whether there's a storm coming in, but I love storms anyway. They bring in the new, higher energies. So I'm greeting you all with so much love, and I'll talk to you soon. And here it is, beloved ones. The storm. It is so lovely to walk in storm, just another state of being. Can you just hear the rain and the thunder? I've always loved thunder because it makes me feel, whether believe it or not, so comfortable, so comforted, so much at home. It's like the voice of the divine, that rush of thunder. Although I am a bit scared of lightning too, especially if I'm outside, especially if it strikes very near me. But lately I'm just learning to surrender. And look at me, I'm just going here, flowing with the storm, with the rain. Luckily for me, I have a waterproof camera, and it's just amazing how sometimes rain can be your purifier, and it's not always just walking in the sun, but also, feeling this greater sensation. Oh, I was hoping for a loud thunder, like an exit point for me, for you guys, Ascension Pioneers. But I don't know, it's always a natural given, you know. We cannot expect whether it is or it's not. And I just wanted to share this quick little walk because it's just fantastic. And now it is, ladies and gentlemen, time to go. I have my exit point and the rain started pouring even more, so I'm gonna run back home and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.